Nostalgia hoops, nostalgia sports and culture. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Today we talking a game from a few days ago. The second matchup between the Sun and the Aces. Final score 97-90. Big thing. Now the first matchup we know. I think Brady was in the building. The Aces ended up winning toward Connecticut up. But the second matchup, I like how Connecticut was taking advantage of Asia. And I think that was the key. Like it was close at first. Asia sat down, and then Connecticut ran away. Bonner was going early, pulling, just looking like Durant out there, just going off. And when Asia came back, I want to say the third quarter, the Aces started to come back. But what stood out to me is early on Bonner and Jonquel Jones attack. It was a good attack on Asia, and I think in the future, if they want to continue to have success, just wear Asia down. Like is put her in pick and rolls, make her guard the guard sometime, move her feet because she has slower. She's not the quickest. I wouldn't say she's the most conditioned. She's decently conditioned, but I don't think she's conditioned enough to constantly be checking the paint. As you know, they went with a big lineup later with Asia at the four. I don't think she's conditioned enough to be checking the paint and then also have to come down and be the offense or work as hard on offense. And we seen her wear down a little bit in this game because it was like in a clutch and she missed two clutch free throws. Let me see, where did she end up finishing? 5 of 16, 0 of 2 from three. Now her three is trash. Like I know it's something that she's working on, and has to get those shots up just to get comfortable to see them going up. But her three's trash. She's best like off the catch and then going right and fluently into a move. So, like, say she catch it on three, stepping in, pulling for that long, like Tim Duncan or Kevin Garnett mid range. For me, I would be checking her before the catch, so she doesn't even have a chance to get like that rhythm shot. And I think because these two teams could meet in an important game in the playoffs, and I'm just watching all of that they don't look as strong when she sits down, and I would just be focused on doing whatever I can to wear her down. Don't let her catch and get comfortable. I would never let her settle in. Any early on, anybody else that gets theirs. But I would just be focusing on taking her legs away so she don't really have that same energy to block shots late in the game. To where getting her in switches to where she has to move her feet and guard the guard sometimes, putting that pressure on her with John Quell and just using that length in the paint and really making her work and trying to get her in foul trouble. I like everything I seen though from the Sun. I think the Aces are the better team, and the Aces can even in the loss, and we remember Young got injured, so she wasn't there down the stretch. I think that was a game that they walked away with and really understood who they were. I know a few games before that, it was a question to Hamby or Asia, and it's like, do you guys understand who you are or what's your identity? And I think this was the game where they really understood, like, okay, we know what we do, and they were comfortable being down to the Sun. And when you have a team down like this and you're really good, you should stand on them. I don't think they. I think they have all the weapons to not have let the Aces come back, but I think there's a lapse in adjusting to the adjustment, and that's something that they're going to have to focus on down the stretch and moving into the playoffs if they really want to reach the end, because everybody expect the Aces to be there. I think we expect Washington to be there, and I think this is the other big player right here. But the question is, can they adjust to the adjustment? And that's something I'm going to be watching as this season goes on. I'm going to Take a look at that game against the Sun. I see like Tarasi dropped like 40 or something. I'm gonna really analyze, what happened there. And let me see what was the stats for this game. Oh, Hamby, she looks so sweet and dainty and stuff like. But she got a mean streak. She had slapped Bonner in the face one point during the game. They didn't call it a flagrant. She dropped 15 and 7. Let me see. No blocks. 4 turnovers. 2 turnovers for Asia. 3 turnovers for Gray. 3 turnovers for Plum. 9 to 12 for Jackie Young. Jackie Young was cooking. Like Jackie Young, I can see why she's in the MVP conversation because she has a complete offensive game. It's like going in the paint, contested. She has no fear. Outside is going, mid range is going. She can really get it at all levels. She finished 9 of 12, 2 of 4 from three, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. I'm big on the free throws. Plum was 23 points, 8 of 19, 5 of 10 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 8 assists. Gray 4 of 7 from the field, 0 of 2 from three. Gray takes a lot of contested shots. I would like Hammond to work on getting her shots off picks where she don't have to pull up in people's face. That's something that I would prioritize as the season goes on. Asia was 5 of 16, 0 of 2 from three, 3 of 7 from. She has to get. I think her free. I'm not sure. I think her free throws was down this year. I want to say she's shooting 75% or something like that. She had 7 rebounds, 13 points, and she had a +8 though. Her plus minus was +8. She had 3 blocks. Okay, yeah. Now she was impacting the game on both ends, and you seen her mean streak come out a little bit in this game, man. Uh, Plays and she had 5 and 3, but when she came in the game without Asia, that's when the game just really went in the Sun favor. Like I said early on, Bonner 34 minutes, 5 of 10 from the field goal, 4 of 6 from three, 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, a +9, plus minus 19 points. Thomas had 16 and 12. Hey, I didn't see her get all them rebounds. 16 and 12, 5 assists, 2 steals, +9. Jonquel Jones was she played a great game. Fluent three. This is the three. Her and Bonner. That's how I want to see women shooting in the WNBA. It just reminiscent of the NBA and those players. So the more and more we can get of that, the better quality, the better pace, the better um the better palette. It's just more digestible for the fans to look at because you're just so conditioned to seeing that from 2K to the NBA to AAU, and you want to see the same thing in the WNBA, just fluent threes from all size players. She was a +12, 20 points, and Williams was getting busy early too. She was somebody that stood out, and you was watching. She jumped out the screen for sure. She had 18 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 9 of 18. Jones off the bench, 10 and 4. I think it was a moment with her and Asia. That's when Asia got a little spice. She was a +4, and Heidemann was a -1, 9.6 assists. She have a lot of turnovers or something. She had 2 turnovers. So yeah, shout out to the Sun. This was a good overall game. It's some adjustments that can be made by both teams, but overall a quality game, and it was good for the WNBA. And I'll be tapped in today. Let me know what games y'all looking forward to. Today is Sunday, uh June 5th. What games y'all looking forward to in the chat, and let me know what y'all thought about this game. Like, share, subscribe. Nostalgia Sports, Nostalgia Hoops. I'm out.